Most people think the biggest upgrade on the DJI Pocket 4 Pro is the second lens. It isn't. The dual camera setup is important, yes. But the real story is how DJI appears to be building the entire system around it. Let's start with what we actually know. Recent internal diagrams show two camera modules stacked vertically inside the Pocket 4 Pro body. One larger sensor, likely the primary wide lens, one smaller module, very likely a dedicated telephoto. That vertical arrangement is not random. In a gimbal camera, balance is everything. The motors are constantly compensating for movement. If weight is distributed unevenly, motor strain increases, corrections become more aggressive, and stabilization efficiency drops. By stacking the lenses vertically, DJI keeps the center of mass aligned with the tilt axis. That keeps the balance neutral and preserves stabilization accuracy. In other words, they didn't just add a telephoto lens, they engineered it into the gimbal system properly. That alone tells you this wasn't a late stage addition. Now let's talk about how it might function. According to leaks, the wide and telephoto modules switch automatically based on zoom threshold. When you're within a certain focal range, the main wide camera remains active. Once you pass a specific zoom ratio, the telephoto module activates. If done correctly, the transition would be seamless. No visible jump, no digital crop artifacts, just a clean optical shift. Manual control would still be available through the touchscreen or physical zoom controls, but the system would handle it intelligently by default. Like that matters because most pocket cameras until now have relied heavily on digital zoom, and digital zoom, no matter how refined, eventually degrades detail. True optical zoom inside a stabilized body changes that equation. But here's where things get more interesting. The lens might not be the biggest upgrade. The processing architecture could be. There are reports suggesting Pocket 4 Pro uses a dual processor setup. The main processor handles recording and encoding, but before the image data reaches it, the signal may pass through a secondary pre-processing chip. That auxiliary processor would handle early stage adjustments, noise reduction, brightness correction, shadow optimization, before handing off the clean data to the main processor. Why does that matter? Because separating pre-processing from final encoding allows more intelligent adaptation in real time. There's also mention of a dedicated light sensor monitoring scene brightness. In well-lit conditions, the camera could bypass heavy processing to preserve natural detail. In low light, the enhanced processing pipeline activates automatically. That's computational logic layered onto hardware. If accurate, Pocket 4 Pro is moving toward a hybrid system. Optical flexibility combined with adaptive processing. That combination is what smartphones have leaned on for years. The difference here is mechanical stabilization. Now zoom out for a moment. At the same time, these Pocket 4 Pro leaks are surfacing. Insta360 Luna's blueprints are also circulating again. Originally, Luna was rumored to be modular, swappable camera heads, detachable components. But recent diagrams suggest something different. Instead of modularity, Luna now appears to feature a fixed dual camera system as well. One wide module and one telephoto arranged horizontally across the gimbal head. Different physical layout, same strategic direction. True optical zoom inside a compact, stabilized body. That's not coincidence. When two companies move toward the same solution independently, it usually means the category has matured. For years, pocket gimbal cameras were about portability and smooth footage. That was the selling point. Now the evolution seems clear. Multifocal systems, optical zoom, smarter processing, better low light logic. It's no longer just about stabilization. It's about flexibility. Like if Pocket 4 Pro delivers vertical dual optics with adaptive processing and balanced gimbal mechanics, it stops being just a vlogging camera, it becomes a serious compact imaging tool, and that's why the biggest upgrade isn't just the telephoto lens, it's the architecture behind it. Because once you combine true optical zoom, mechanical stabilization, and computational processing inside a pocket-sized device, you're not just refining the category, you're redefining what it can replace.